I remember this one time I tried serving some tempeh raw. I mean, not even a little sprinkle of garlic powder. First of all, I didn't like it, but my man, he almost revolted. Needless to say, don't play yourself. Season your food. Experiences like this will make going plant-based unnecessarily hard. Hey beautiful, it's Melissa from Choosing My Health, where I teach you how to easily transition to a whole food plant-based lifestyle and thrive. And y'all, I'm so excited because this is part 2 of how to help you or your family go plant-based, vegan, whole food plant-based. The tips are effective all around. In part 1, we talked all about mindset. If you haven't watched that video, check it out because it will make the following tips doubly effective. Now, a bunch of you have requested this video. We're gonna look at 10 powerful tips that will immediately help you or your family enjoy plant-based food more. I still use these tips for myself and for my tribe at home. And listen, I'm sharing all of these goodies with you today. Also, I shared a very special personal announcement in my first video. Go and peep that if you're interested. Okay, so if you're ready to get you or your family to go plant-based and you actually want to enjoy growing on some delicious, healthy, plant-based food, let's go. Now, if there's one thing to do before switching you or your family to a plant-based diet, even before you start grubbing, it's to knowledge up. Educating yourself and the fam is gonna assure that you do things the best way. Because the more you know, the easier it is to make informed, confident decisions for yourself and for your family, especially if you have little ones. And as you already know, while a vegan or a plant-based diet can be an absolutely healthy, life-changing decision, like with any lifestyle change, there are some nutritional and other issues that can cause trouble if you aren't careful. The way to avoid this is to knowledge up. When I first went vegan, I failed to realize the need to research for myself and not take things for granted, like not think everything that says vegan or that people say is vegan is actually good for you. Remember these? Oh yes, they're vegan. Accidentally vegan. Made without any animal products, or so vegans think. The Oreo company itself states that Oreos, I quote, have milk as cross-contact and therefore are not suitable for vegans. I end quote. And might I add, none of these processed vegan fixings in these little scrumptious cream-filled cookies are whole real foods. They do, however, contain genetically engineered disadvantageous, harmful ingredients that do more harm than good. Sorry to break it down to you. Y'all, binging on all this processed food caused my healing process to go at snail speed. But it did force me to research why I went wrong. So before you start serving yourself stacks of Oreos because you've heard they're vegan, check the facts and take it a step further and do it as a family. One of the greatest gifts you can give your family is to teach your children or the little ones in your life healthy habits while they're still young. Now, honestly, it's never too late. And if you're just teaching yourself and you're long past the childhood stage, I know tons of people in the second stage of their life who are slaying this lifestyle. But while your children are young, it's the perfect time to introduce healthy habits because the younger you are, the easier it is to carry these habits through life. I grew up eating meat, cheese, the whole 9 yards. But one thing my mother taught me was to enjoy salad. For example, if we went out for pizza, y'all, she always made sure that there was a Caesar salad on the table to enjoy. And when I got older, I later passed my love for salad on to my kids. And this was all because of exposure. So even if you can't go all out plant-based at home, you don't have to worry, honey. Every time you expose plant foods to your kids or even your taste buds, constant exposure to even small quantities makes it a whole lot easier to embrace a plant-based lifestyle. So keep training them taste buds. Teamwork makes the dream work. In fact, simply feeling like you're a part of a team increases motivation to take on new challenges. So assign family team tasks to add to family cohesiveness. An easy way to do this is to create a task chart where each family member gets to pick a task. Maybe chop veggies, make a smoothie, choose a documentary. The goal here is to make sure everyone is a part of the process, not just you. However, let's say you're the only one doing this. Find an accountability partner and team up with them. Share resources, encourage each other, and maybe even do some cooking or restaurant dates together if that's an option for you. Also, another thing is if this is something y'all are doing as a family, aim to develop a we versus them mentality by establishing regular communication. So you want to encourage your family to ask questions and voice their concerns. Don't shy away from it. Remember, you want them to know you value their input because transparency is going to get y'all on the same page. One of the easiest ways to transition you or your family to a plant-based diet is to veganize a dish you love and practice it until you master it. Let's say you or your spouse loves mac and cheese. Try several recipes until you find one you really like and then work it. This was my secret sauce with my husband. I veganized everything that man loved. I'm talking about mac and cheese, curries, pizza. He eventually felt like, well, if plant foods can taste this good, do I really need meat and cheese? And eventually he just weaned himself off. Now, I ain't even gonna lie. Every single dish I make or that you'll make won't be perfect. It's all about trial and error on this journey. And if you try a new ingredient you don't like or that they don't like, don't let it hurt your feelings, because now you know for next time. Tuck that knowledge in your back pocket and keep it moving. And if you need some dish ideas, I have some posted on this channel, my IG, and my website. I'll include all the handles in the description box. Honey just don't do it. Don't forget the need to actually season your food, okay? Because plant-based food doesn't have to be bland, y'all. Flavorful herbs and aromatic spices are your friend. So if you're making a dish that can be bland sometimes, like breakfast oats, put a little love into it. Cook it up with some cinnamon sticks and some vanilla bean and cloves and ginger. And then top it off with some fresh fruit. So good. I remember this one time I tried serving some tempeh raw. I mean, not even a little sprinkle of garlic powder. First of all, I didn't like it, but my man, he almost revolted. Needless to say, don't play yourself. Season your food. And this one thing right here kept my husband from ever wanting tempeh. Unnecessary experiences like this will make going plant-based unnecessarily hard. But listen, y'all, I redeemed myself. Unbeknownst to him, I bought another pack and I marinated that thing in some garlic, some coconut amino, some chipotle seasonings, some cayenne pepper for a little heat. Actually, I posted the recipe on IG, so head on over there if you need a bomb tempeh recipe. I mean, it's so good. And after I seasoned it this way, Brother Man was asking for tempeh on repeat. Speaking of flavor, it's also important to use the same flavor profiles you and your family loves. Give the taste buds a taste of what they like. For example, if you or your family loves chili, replace the meat with a plant-based sub, but stick to the same flavor profile. Lots of tomato, chili powder, cumin, etc. This works great for introducing new foods. Let's say cauliflower is a new thing for you guys. If you know y'all love barbecue, then cook the cauliflower like you would barbecue chicken wings versus a new flavor that deep down inside, you're really not sure they're gonna love, because they may always associate their first try with that first flavor profile, kind of like my husband and the tempeh. So just keep that in mind. Try to make your first shot your best shot. And as you've probably already heard, a goal without a plan is only a wish. To do this successfully, you need some type of plan, even if it's just a small one. Now, meal plans are phenomenal. Some families structure their meals bi-weekly, sometimes even monthly meal plans. What this does is help you forecast so you're not racking your brain thinking about what to cook. Who wants to be thinking about what's for dinner after a long day at work? You know what I mean? So do yourself a favor and figure it out ahead of time when your belly isn't, like biting your liver. It also saves time and money because you can prepare ahead of time, which ensures you're getting a variety of foods each day for nutritionally balanced meals. Out of sight, out of mind. Replace the junk with something better. Because when you're hungry and you need to fill your tummy, you're gonna eat whatever is in the pantry, whatever's in the fridge. So take the junk out before y'all even get to it. Trust, your teen is probably not gonna be thinking, is this bag of chips good for me? They'll probably be thinking, I'm about to devour this random bag of chips. And if you make them bean chips, they probably won't even realize they ate a healthier option. Some very simple ideas include slicing some apples ahead of time to pair with nut butter, healthier chips or seasoned crackers to replace the Cheetos, maybe some granola bars instead of candy bars. The more the kitchen environment becomes healthy, the healthier you and your family become. Adventurous eating / being a foodie definitely has its benefits. According to a study by Cornell University, women who had tried more than 9 of 16 different foods that were uncommon to Americans, which included things like seitan and polenta, had lower BMIs, they weighed less, they exercised more often, and were more health conscious. If you want adventurous eaters or you want to become an adventurous eater, simply make it a habit to introduce new items. New foods are scary until they're not new anymore, right? I remember the first time I picked up a rambutan from the grocery store. Lovely fruit from Southeast Asia, by the way. It's sweet, aromatic, but I ain't gonna lie, they're a little scary looking, a little hairy, a little spiky. But I picked it up anyway. Family looked at it, kind of turned up their faces, but they still gave it a try. Honey, they like that thing so much, I've lost count of how many times they've requested it. So change it up and keep it fresh with the new. You might just fall in love. According to one survey, America's top least favorite veggies are turnips, beets, radishes, Brussels sprouts, and artichokes. For you or someone in the family who isn't an adventurous eater, I'd save these for later. Instead, I'd start with the veggies you do enjoy. For example, my kids enjoy cucumbers, so I give it to them often, knowing they're not gonna fuss about it. But if you or your family is a type that likes no type of veggie, the same survey says that the most loved vegetables are corn, potatoes, carrots, tomatoes, and onions. So when in doubt, perhaps start with one of these. Go ahead and do a challenge. Challenges are a lot of fun and can easily connect you to healthy behaviors and productive habits. The challenge itself may not give you your ultimate goal. Like we've all seen those six-pack ab challenges, the ones you highly question. However, the act of actually practicing the new behavior daily definitely helps you to develop better habits that can lead to your ultimate goal. I also love challenges because they sometimes feel like a game. And when you add in some rewards, they're so much fun, especially for the family. Plus, they have an end date in mind, which makes things feel a whole lot more manageable. So I love y'all, and I really hope all of these tips immediately help you or your family to enjoy your food more, so you transition to a plant-based diet like a boss. And if you missed part 1 of this series, you can catch it by clicking on the link in the upper left-hand corner. Like always, I want to hear from y'all. What's one thing you're going to do to help you or your family up your food game? And if you have another idea to help someone out, please share those in the comments too. Also, if you're interested in a plant-based diet and you want to join the CMH crew, please subscribe to my channel to learn more about how to easily transition to a plant-based lifestyle and thrive. I'd so love to have you here. Don't forget to hit the notification bell for my latest videos. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. You can also follow me on Instagram at choosingmyhealth. And if you're new to this plant-based thing, welcome! Check out my free gift for you, packed with 15 years of my life-tested strategies to boost your game for the win. Links are all in the description box below. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one.